There are moments in life when we feel as if we are trapped in a silent shadow, preventing our soul from moving forward and making us feel as if everything is standing still. But what if I told you that this difficult time is not the end of your story, but rather the beginning of a profound transformation that could change everything for the better? I am here today to share with you a message of hope from heaven, a word that will go straight to your heart and propel you toward all that you deserve. Sometimes a higher calling, a divine breath, awakens our spirit and forces us out of stagnation, bringing us to these spaces of silence and trial. You are here now, listening to these words, because of the call of Archangel Michael, which is penetrating your mind and heart. He is showing you that it is time to open doors that seemed closed and prepare to receive miracles beyond your expectations. Recognized as the heavenly warrior who protects and guides, Archangel Michael is at your side now more than ever. He is ready to intervene and bring about advances beyond human time, opening paths that didn't exist before. He acts as a spiritual shield, keeping evil away while he works in the invisible realm to restore your life's course. However, to achieve this, it is essential that you keep your heart alert, your mind focused, and your faith alive. Faith is not just a feeling, it's an action that manifests in every step you take, every word you speak, and every decision you make. Archangel Michael teaches that true faith is proven through perseverance, especially when no one is watching, when the silence is heavy, and when tears are secret. You are recognized for your silent endurance. Your nights of inner struggle have not gone unnoticed. Every tear you have shed counts. Every time you chose to keep fighting, even when hope seemed to flee, it was noticed. It is this faithfulness that is now being rewarded with the promise of miracles that will open new doors and forge unexpected connections in your life. Imagine what seemed distant or impossible materializing and coming to you before you could even imagine it. This is the promise for those who remain steadfast, even when the horizon seems dark. Archangel Michael is opening these heavenly windows, and you must be ready to enter. It's as if a river of divine energy has begun to flow, clearing paths on your journey and cutting ties that no longer serve your best interests. This energy removes people and situations that hinder your spiritual and emotional growth. This pruning is necessary, though painful at times, and prepares the ground for an abundant harvest. You are called to accept these changes as part of the healing and renewal process. Do not cling to what no longer strengthens you, even if it has been a part of your life for a long time. Archangel Michael reminds you that only those willing to make room for the new will receive the universe's blessings. I invite you to practice a powerful mantra now to seal your protection and align your energy with the frequency of these miracles. Write in the comments, "No evil can reach me, for I am protected by the light of the angels." Then feel this affirmation envelop your soul, preventing any shadow from approaching. This will strengthen your aura and expand your field of spiritual protection. With this strengthened energy, allow this message to deeply touch your being. Open yourself to what is to come. This is not passive waiting, it is active faith. Walk with purpose. Decide what you deserve. Listen carefully to the subtle signs Archangel Michael will send you. When the invisible begins to move in harmony with your spirit, changes will inevitably appear in your daily life. People who were once distant may seek your presence, and you will encounter unprecedented opportunities in ways you never imagined. These manifestations reflect the spiritual work happening now, guided by Archangel Michael. Amidst all this, nurture your spirit through practices that promote energetic cleansing, such as sincere prayer, meditation, and moments of introspection. This constant connection to the divine will ensure you stay on the path and resist distractions and doubts the enemy may use to divert your focus. Remember, miracles are not simple gifts. They come with a sacred responsibility and a special mission that only you can fulfill. With every step you take and every decision you make, you build a path of light that benefits not only you but also those who cross your path. Perhaps you now feel an inner urge to take one more step or declare something out loud. If so, write in the comments, "I now activate my spiritual protection shield." Reaffirm your strength and your ability to resist and flourish, even in the face of difficulties. This is not just a gesture. It's a spiritual call that activates protective forces around you. Stay open to the possibility that Archangel Michael is preparing a series of transformations that, though invisible at first, will soon become clear, like a ray of light breaking through the darkness. Trust the process, knowing that nothing you have experienced so far has been in vain. You are being prepared for an exceptional moment. A true spiritual journey is not linear. It has peaks and valleys, moments of absolute clarity, and periods of dense fog. However, it is precisely during these moments of apparent confusion that Archangel Michael works most intensely, preparing the ground for a transformation that will be impossible to ignore. You are not lost. You are being guided to a place of greater spiritual and material elevation. Some believe that spirituality is only about inner peace and meditation, but the truth is much broader. Archangel Michael teaches that when we connect with the divine, that connection manifests in all areas of our lives. Relationships become more harmonious, professional opportunities arise, health improves, and our financial situation can experience an unexpected turnaround. This happens because when we align our energy with the celestial frequency, we open blocked channels. It's like removing rocks from a river, allowing the water to flow freely again. Archangel Michael is an expert at removing these invisible obstacles that hinder our progress, and he is doing so in your life right now. You may have noticed small signs lately, such as casual conversations that provided important insights, repeating numbers, vivid dreams that left you with a sense of certainty, or a keener intuition about situations and people. These are not coincidences. They are direct messages from Archangel Michael confirming that you are on the right path, and big changes are coming. However, it's not enough to simply receive these messages. You must also respond to them with conscious action. Faith without works is sterile, and Archangel Michael values those who demonstrate their trust through concrete actions. This could mean making a decision you've been putting off, starting a project close to your heart, or choosing to forgive someone who has hurt you deeply. Before continuing with this important revelation, write in the comments, "My energy is sacred, and no evil has power over me." This mantra declares your spiritual sovereignty and wards off negative energy that may interfere with your transformation process. It shields your aura while you receive these heavenly messages. The power of early transformation lies in understanding that you don't have to wait years to see significant changes in your life. Archangel Michael operates outside the limitations of human time. When he decides to intervene, the results can be quick. This doesn't mean that everything will be easy. Rather, it means that insurmountable obstacles will begin to dissolve in unimaginable ways. If this message touches your heart, consider supporting this mission by clicking "Thank you." Your kind gesture helps keep this stream of light alive, reaching people like you who need words of hope and renewal. One of the most striking characteristics of Archangel Michael's work is his ability to transform negative situations into opportunities for growth. That unexpected dismissal may pave the way for a career more aligned with your purpose. A relationship that ended may have been a necessary cleansing to make room for true love. That financial crisis may be teaching you valuable lessons about abundance. It's important to understand that Archangel Michael doesn't remove challenges from our lives, but rather strengthens us to face them with wisdom and courage. Each difficulty you overcome with his guidance becomes a source of personal power that no one can take away from you. You develop an unshakable confidence that comes from the certainty that higher forces are guiding you. In the coming days, you may experience acceleration in various areas of your life. Stagnant projects will gain new momentum. Relationships that seemed dead will resurface with new energy, and opportunities you weren't actively seeking will appear. This acceleration is a clear sign that Archangel Michael is rearranging the circumstances around you. But remember, with great blessings come great responsibilities. Archangel Michael is preparing you not only to receive more, but also to become a channel of blessings for others. Your personal transformation is only the first step in a greater mission of positively touching the lives of others. To further strengthen this divine connection, write in the comments, "Where light dwells, no shadow remains." In this affirmation will create an energetic field of light around you that repels negative forces and attracts people and situations aligned with your highest good. The patience you have shown during difficult times has not gone unnoticed. Each time you chose trust over despair, gratitude over bitterness, or kept going when all seemed lost, it was recorded in heaven and will be rewarded beyond your wildest expectations. Archangel Michael teaches that true prosperity is not only material, but also a state of wholeness, encompassing all dimensions of human existence. When you are aligned with your divine purpose, abundance naturally flows in all areas. Vibrant health, harmonious relationships, expanded creativity, deep inner peace, and sufficient material resources to live with dignity and generosity. There comes a time in the spiritual journey when we stop being mere recipients of blessings and start becoming co-creators with the divine. Archangel Michael is preparing you for this quantum leap in consciousness, in which you actively participate in creating miracles. This represents a spiritual maturity that few achieve, but which is now within your reach. The fundamental difference between those who merely dream of change and those who effectively manifest it lies in the quality of their connection with the sacred. It's not just about praying or meditating occasionally. It's about developing constant, conscious communication with higher forces. Archangel Michael communicates through inner impulses, synchronicities, and chance encounters that are anything but random. You will also develop an increasingly refined intuition about what serves your highest good. When you begin operating at this higher frequency, the people around you will notice a change. There is a magnetic quality to your presence that attracts situations and individuals aligned with your evolution. This occurs because you become a clear channel for divine energy, radiating a light that is comforting and inspiring to individuals ready to grow. However, this transformation may also cause some people to naturally drift away from your life. This is not personal rejection. Rather, you are simply no longer vibrating at the same frequency. Archangel Michael teaches that these separations are necessary and beneficial because they make room for more authentic and elevated connections. It's important to understand that Archangel Michael's role in your life isn't just about solving specific problems. He is redesigning your entire life path, considering your immediate needs, your potential for spiritual growth, and your ability to contribute positively to the world. Strengthen this profound transformation by writing in the comments, "I am guided, protected, and strengthened by the angels of light." This statement establishes a direct channel of communication with the celestial hierarchies and invites a constant protective presence into your life. In the coming days, you may experience exceptional mental clarity when making important decisions. Situations that previously seemed complicated will become simple, and you will instinctively know which path to take. This clarity is a gift from Archangel Michael, who removes the fog of confusion and illuminates the highest path available to you. One of the most powerful manifestations of this angelic connection is the ability to see beyond appearances. You will develop a keener perception of people's true intentions, be able to identify opportunities disguised as challenges, and gain deep insights into transforming obstacles into springboards for success. Archangel Michael also heals deep emotional wounds that may unconsciously sabotage your ability to receive abundance. Traumas of rejection, fears of not being enough, and patterns of self-sabotage will gradually dissolve through healing experiences that may occur during dreams, meditations, or everyday interactions that provide transformative insights. It is important that you keep a spiritual journal during this time of transformation. Write down your dreams, synchronicities, sudden insights, and changes in mood or perspective. This will help you recognize how Archangel Michael communicates with you specifically, creating a personal language between the two of you. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for amplifying angelic work in your life. Be grateful not just for the good things that happen, but also for the lessons that come through challenges. Archangel Michael teaches that, when seen through the eyes of spiritual wisdom, everything is an opportunity for growth. Write in the comments, "The light that guides me is stronger than any darkness." This affirmation will strengthen your inner courage and dissolve fears that may be limiting your ability to accept the blessings coming your way. Prepare to expand your comfort zone. Archangel Michael is not interested in keeping you safe in the traditional sense. He wants to expand your ability to live fully. This may mean being invited to opportunities that initially seem intimidating, but are actually perfectly suited to your current level of spiritual preparation. The courage you have shown by persisting through difficult times will now be used to embrace greater possibilities. Instead of merely surviving, you will begin to thrive in ways you never knew were possible. Transitioning from survival to prosperity is one of Archangel Michael's specialties. An important aspect of this phase is developing unshakable trust in divine providence. You will no longer need to worry obsessively about the future, because you will develop an inner certainty that you are being guided for your highest good. This deep peace is one of the clearest signs that Archangel Michael is working in your life. Remember that this transformation has a collective impact, not just an individual one. As you grow spiritually, you raise the vibration of those around you. Your family, friends, and co-workers all benefit from the light you radiate when you are aligned with the divine. The most crucial moment of any spiritual transformation is when the old version of you must die so the new version can be born. Archangel Michael is the master of this sacred alchemy and can guide this process of rebirth with the surgical precision of someone who deeply understands the human soul. You are experiencing this moment right now, even if you are not yet fully aware of it. This symbolic death is not painful when consciously embraced. In fact, it is liberating. It's like taking off clothes that no longer fit and putting on garments that truly reflect who you've become. Archangel Michael helps you identify which aspects of your personality and behavior patterns need to be left behind so your best self can emerge. We often resist this transformation because we confuse our identity with our problems. We ask ourselves, if I'm no longer anxious, who am I? Or, if I'm no longer struggling financially, what is my story? Archangel Michael teaches that our true identity transcends external circumstances and is rooted in divine love. To ease this transition, write in the comments, "I am protected by invisible forces working on my behalf." This affirmation acknowledges that you are not alone in this transformation. There is a heavenly team working tirelessly to ensure you emerge stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your divine purpose. Archangel Michael has a unique approach to dealing with the resistant ego. Rather than forcing changes that create internal conflict, he creates experiences that naturally expand our perspective. You may find yourself in situations where your old reactions no longer make sense, where your old concerns seem irrelevant, and where your old limitations reveal themselves to be illusory. One of the most profound transformations that occurs under Archangel Michael's influence is a shift in your relationship with money and material abundance. Many spiritual individuals have been conditioned to believe that material prosperity is unspiritual. Archangel Michael dissolves this limiting belief, helping you understand that abundance is a natural expression of divine love. When you align yourself with heavenly principles, financial resources will begin to flow. Not because you desperately pursue them, but because you become a worthy channel through which abundance can flow and bless many lives. Money ceases to be a source of anxiety and becomes a tool for service and freedom. If this message touches something deep within you, consider supporting this channel by clicking "Thank you." Your support strengthens our mission to bring transformative messages to people who, like you, are ready to live a higher reality. Archangel Michael also works to heal your relationship with time. Many of us either live in a constant rush or are stuck in patterns of procrastination. Both extremes reflect a disconnection from the divine rhythm. When you align with angelic guidance, you develop a refined perception of the right timing for every action, decision, and important move in your life. This means you will stop forcing situations that are not yet ready and stop putting off actions that should have already been taken. You will develop a harmonious relationship with time, where everything flows with greater ease and efficiency. This is one of the most notable characteristics of people under the protection and guidance of Archangel Michael. Write in the comments, "My heart is light, and no evil can resist this vibration." This statement creates an energetic fortress around your emotional field, protecting you from negative influences during this sensitive transformation. Prepare yourself for a revolution in the quality of your relationships. Archangel Michael attracts people aligned with your spiritual growth and naturally pushes away those who drain your energy. You may notice that certain friendships intensify while others simply dissolve without drama or conflict. This relational cleansing is necessary because your new vibrational frequency is not compatible with dynamics based on drama, manipulation, or emotional dependency. You will naturally become attracted to people who act with integrity, authenticity, and genuine love. One skill you will develop is the ability to set healthy boundaries without feeling guilty or becoming aggressive. Archangel Michael teaches that saying no to what does not serve you is a way of saying yes to what really matters. You will learn to protect your energy as a sacred resource that must be invested in consciously. Your intuition will become exceptionally refined during this period. You will instantly know when someone is being sincere, when an opportunity is genuine, and when a path will lead to growth or exhaustion. This keen perception is one of Archangel Michael's most valuable gifts to those dedicated to authentic spiritual growth. Any fear of change you have will transform into excitement for the new. Rather than resisting the unknown, you will embrace it as a gateway to unimaginable possibilities. This shift in perspective regarding uncertainty is revolutionary and opens doors that remained invisible when you operated from a place of fear. We have arrived at the heart of the transformation that Archangel Michael is orchestrating in your life, the activation of your authentic personal power. This power does not dominate or manipulate others. It emerges when you are completely aligned with your deepest truth. It is the power that moves mountains through faith, heals wounds through love, and manifests abundance through gratitude. This authentic personal power has very specific characteristics. First, it is silent. It does not need to announce or prove itself. Second, it is magnetic. It naturally attracts what is beneficial and repels what is harmful. Third, it is transformative. Its mere presence uplifts the environment and the people around you. Archangel Michael is helping you access this dimension of your being that has always existed, yet has remained dormant. One of the first manifestations of this activated power is a new quality in your communication. Your words will carry more weight and a spiritual authority that comes from inner certainty. When you speak from this centered place, people will hear not only your words, but also the truth that resonates through them. This is because you will no longer be speaking only from your mind. You will be speaking from your heart, which is connected to the divine. Archangel Michael teaches that true power is never used to diminish others, but always to uplift them. As you grow in spiritual authority, you will discover your natural ability to inspire courage in the fearful, offer clarity to the confused, and be a beacon of hope to the faithless. This is not a heavy responsibility, but a sacred privilege. To anchor this powerful activation, write in the comments, "I am invincible when I connect with the light of the heavens." This statement is not about arrogance, but rather recognizing the unlimited strength that flows through you when you are aligned with the divine. It is about remembering that no challenge is greater than your ability to overcome. One of the most remarkable transformations you will experience is in your relationship with challenges. Instead of seeing them as obstacles blocking your path, you will recognize them as opportunities for growth and strengthening in disguise. Archangel Michael doesn't promise a life without difficulties. He promises you'll become capable of transforming any difficulty into a stepping stone to a higher reality. This means that situations that once caused anxiety or despair will now be approached with strategic calm. You will develop the ability to see solutions where others see only problems and opportunities, where others see only crises. This shift in perspective is revolutionary and will attract people and situations that resonate with this problem-solving mindset. Archangel Michael is particularly interested in activating your spiritual leadership potential. This does not mean you will become a formal religious leader, but rather, you will develop the ability to lead by example and inspire transformation through your own growth journey. People will seek you out for advice and support, and to be in the presence of the peace you radiate. Your decision-making abilities will also undergo a transformation. Rather than being paralyzed by overanalysis or fear of making the wrong choice, you will develop intuitive confidence, allowing you to make decisions quickly and accurately. This is because you will be operating from a wisdom that transcends rational logic. Write in the comments, "The presence of angels surrounds me and keeps me safe in all my ways." This statement creates a protective barrier around you, which is especially important during periods of great transformation when you may be more susceptible to outside influences. Archangel Michael is also working to amplify your capacity for conscious manifestation. You will discover that your thoughts and intentions have a much greater ability than you imagine to shape your reality. Therefore, developing mental discipline and consistently focusing on what you want to create rather than what you want to avoid becomes crucial. This amplification of your manifestation power comes with a corresponding responsibility. You must be mindful of your thoughts, feelings, and words because they will become much more potent. Archangel Michael will help you develop this mental discipline gradually and sustainably. One of the most profound changes will be in your relationship with the concept of worthiness. Many people struggle with feelings that they are not good enough to receive abundance, love, or success. Archangel Michael will help you overcome these limiting beliefs, showing you that you deserve all blessings simply because you exist and are a unique expression of divine love. As this transformation deepens, you may notice that your tolerance for situations and relationships that do not align with your highest good decreases dramatically. This isn't about becoming intolerant or judgmental, but rather about valuing your energy as a sacred resource that must be invested consciously. Archangel Michael is preparing you to be a channel for miracles in the lives of others. This means that your own transformation is only the first step in a greater mission. As you become more centered, powerful, and aligned, you will naturally become an instrument through which the divine can touch and transform other lives. The time has come for you to understand a profound truth. Your journey of transformation is not just about you. Archangel Michael is preparing you to be a catalyst for positive change in the world around you. Every wound you have healed, every limitation you have overcome, and every fear you have transformed into courage creates a bridge that can help others overcome their challenges. This is the most sacred aspect of angelic work, becoming a conscious collaborator in raising human consciousness. Archangel Michael isn't just interested in improving your personal life, he wants to make you an agent of transformation who can inspire and empower others to discover their divine potential. This means that your past experiences, including the most painful ones, take on a whole new meaning. The betrayal that nearly destroyed your faith gives you the wisdom to help others recognize toxic relationships. The financial crisis that nearly drove you to despair can teach you how to guide others toward true abundance. Every scar becomes a source of compassionate authority. To seal this sacred mission, write in the comments, "Evil does not touch those who live in the light of truth." This affirmation protects you and establishes an integrity-based frequency that naturally attracts people ready to grow and repels those who could drain your energy. Archangel Michael is developing a special quality of presence in you that has the power to calm emotional storms simply by being present. This quality is not about having all the answers or trying to fix everyone's problems. It's about radiating such deep peace that it automatically raises the vibration of any environment you're in. This healing presence develops naturally as you become more authentic. When you stop trying to impress others or hide your imperfections and fully embrace your humanity while remaining connected to your divinity, you become a clear channel through which love can flow. If this message has touched your heart, please consider supporting our mission by clicking "Thank you." Your support strengthens our ability to share these transformative messages with others, ready to embrace their role as agents of light. One of the most striking characteristics of this phase is the development of non-judgmental compassion. You will find that you can look at people's flaws and limitations, including your own, with understanding rather than criticism. This does not mean accepting destructive behavior, but rather understanding the wounds behind it. Non-judgmental compassion is one of the most powerful tools for facilitating healing in others. When people feel they can be vulnerable in your presence without being judged, they naturally open up to receive your guidance and support. Archangel Michael works through this dynamic to touch lives in profound and lasting ways. Write in the comments, "I receive the light, peace, and protection that are rightfully mine." This statement acknowledges that your connection to the divine is a birthright, not a privilege that must be earned. Prepare to discover talents and abilities you didn't know you had. Archangel Michael reveals hidden potentials when they are needed to serve a greater purpose. You may be surprised to discover a natural ability to teach, heal, create, lead, or inspire that has been dormant within you. These talents will emerge naturally as you become more aligned with your divine purpose. There is no need to force or fabricate these abilities. They will simply begin to manifest as a natural expression of who you truly are. Your job is to remain open and receptive to these surprising revelations about your potential. One of the most liberating aspects of this phase is no longer needing external approval to validate your choices. You will develop such a refined internal compass that you will instinctively know what is right for you, regardless of what others think or say. This emotional independence is essential to fulfilling your spiritual mission authentically. Archangel Michael is also working to dissolve any perfectionist tendencies that may limit your ability to take action. You will understand that you don't have to be perfect to be useful or have all the answers to offer value. You will also understand that you don't have to be completely healed to help others on their healing journeys. Write in the comments, "With every step, the angels steady the ground beneath my feet." This affirmation acknowledges that you are not alone on this journey, and that constant support is available to ensure that every step you take is on solid ground. As your mission becomes clearer, you may experience a sense of sacred urgency, not the anxious urgency that stems from fear, but the inspired urgency that stems from love. You will feel a growing call to use your gifts, share your wisdom, and be a positive force in the world in tangible and meaningful ways. This sacred urgency will manifest as concrete opportunities to serve. These opportunities may present themselves through your profession, volunteer work, personal relationships, or completely new creative avenues. The important thing is to remain attentive to these calls and courageous enough to respond to them, even when they lead you into uncharted territory. We have reached the final moment of this revelatory journey, but, in truth, this is only the beginning of a spiritual adventure that will extend throughout your life. Archangel Michael has completed the initial preparation. Now it is up to you to consciously step into this new reality that has opened up for you. Know that every step you take will be accompanied by heavenly protection and guidance. The transformation that began with this message will not stop here. It will continue to unfold in the coming days, weeks, and months in ways you cannot imagine right now. The important thing is to remain open to these changes and embrace them with gratitude and trust, even when they lead you into completely new territory. One of the most important lessons Archangel Michael teaches is that true strength comes from conscious vulnerability. When you have the courage to be authentic, imperfections and all, you paradoxically become more powerful and magnetic. People are drawn to authenticity because it reminds them of their own divine humanity. To anchor all this transformation within your being, write in the comments, "Truth, light, and protection accompany me every day." This statement sets the intention to always align with the highest spiritual values, no matter what challenges or temptations arise. In the future, you will discover that you have access to wisdom that transcends your personal experience. In moments when important decisions must be made, the right words will come to you, insights will arise out of nowhere, and creative solutions will emerge spontaneously. This happens because you have become a clear channel through which divine intelligence can operate. This connection with higher wisdom will manifest in practical and tangible ways. You may find yourself giving surprising advice, making brilliant decisions that seemed risky at the time, or simply knowing things without being able to explain how you knew them. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that there is no real separation between the spiritual and the material. When you live in alignment with high spiritual principles, improvements in all practical areas of your life automatically follow. Relationships become more harmonious, work becomes more satisfying, health improves, and resources become more abundant. Write in the comments, "I am at peace. I am in the light. I am protected." Allow this affirmation to resonate deeply within you, creating an inner state of serenity that will serve as your point of reference during times of external turmoil. One of the most significant changes you will experience is the quality of your presence in the world. You will move with calm confidence, not from arrogance, but from the certainty that you are guided and protected. This quality of presence will positively impact all your relationships and interactions. People will notice something different about you, even if they can't quite put their finger on it. Some may comment that you seem calmer, more centered, and more radiant. Others may simply feel better in your presence, though they won't know why. This is external evidence of your internal transformation. Archangel Michael makes it clear that your growth journey never really ends. Each level of consciousness you reach opens the door to even higher levels. Rather than viewing this as pressure to always be growing, see it as an exciting promise that there will always be new dimensions of joy, love, and fulfillment to explore. As you continue on this path, you will develop the ability to recognize others on similar spiritual awakening journeys. You will attract kindred spirits, people ready for deep conversations, authentic relationships, and meaningful collaborations. This network of conscious connections will be a constant source of support and inspiration. One of the most beautiful things about working with Archangel Michael is that you will never feel truly alone again. Even in your most challenging moments, you will feel a loving, empowering presence by your side. This constant heavenly companionship is one of the most precious gifts of a mature spiritual life. Remember that everyone you meet from this point forward is an opportunity to practice love in action. Whether through a genuine smile, a word of encouragement, an act of kindness, or simply radiating peace in their presence, you will fulfill your mission to be a light in the world. As this message comes to a close, know that a new chapter in your life is just beginning. Archangel Michael has sealed the words you have heard today with his protective and transformative energy. In the days ahead, watch for signs of this transformation. Increased synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, growing clarity about your purpose, and deep peace knowing you're exactly where you need to be. If this journey has touched your heart and awakened something new in you, I invite you to join this beautiful community growing around us. Subscribe to the channel because, together, we will continue exploring the mysteries of spiritual transformation and discovering the infinite possibilities that open up when we live in alignment with our divine nature. In the comments, share how this message impacted you, what insights you gained, and what changes you are already noticing. Your story may be exactly what someone else needs to hear to take the next step on their journey. Remember, you're not just transforming your life, you're contributing to the elevation of collective consciousness, and that is sacred.